Hello my dear children, this is class 12, chapter going on is electrochemistry. After Nardes occasion, the next topic is conductance of electrolytic solution, right? Now electrolytic solution is that in which electric current is passed, electric current will be passed and electrical energy will convert into chemical energy. Before taking the electrolytic cell, it was electrochemical cell that we have completed a day before. Now today I am going to start electrolytic cell. In electrolytic cell, electric current is passed and electric energy converted to chemical energy. Before taking this cell, I am taking some general terms, okay? Write down the general terms. The first is resistance. Before taking the electrolytic cell, electrolysis, let us start with some general terms. Resistance. Resistance, V proportional to I. When there is a potential difference, there is a flow of current. So V is equal to Ri, R is equal to V by I. Resistance that you have studied in class 9th in physics, whose unit is ohms. Resistance. Second general term is conductance. Conductance is represented by G in chemistry, not C, because C is a concentration of solution. Conductance is a reciprocal of resistance. The unit of conductance is per ohm or mhos or Simon, S-I-E-M-E-N. So per ohm, MHO, mho or Siemens. So it's a conductance general term. Third is specific resistance. Specific resistance. Specific resistance is represented by rho RHO, rho RHO. It's also called resistivity. The other name is resistivity. These resistance, conductance and resistivity terms used in physics subject. So now I'm going to rub resistance V proportional to I, V is equal to Ri, R is equal to V by I, and conductance is G. It is reciprocal of resistance. Now what is specific resistance or resistivity? Right. Resistance of the conductor is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to the area of the electrodes. That comes R proportional to L by A. That comes R is equal to rho, RHO rho into L by A. So rho is resistivity. It is equal to R into A by L. So this is resistivity. Resistivity is equal to resistance into area and length of the electrodes. Resistivity. So these terms are widely used in physics subject. I am taking number 4, conductivity or specific. Number 4, specific resistance, specific conductance, specific conductance or conductivity. It was specific resistance, resistivity. Now it is specific conductance or conductivity. Write down along with me. Specific conductance or conductivity is a reciprocal of resistivity. Like conductance was a reciprocal of resistance, similar way conductivity, which is represented by kappa K. Kappa K A P P A. Kappa. Conductivity is represented by the term kappa. You may write even K. K is equal to reciprocal of resistivity. So it's rho is equal to R into A by L. So rho, it's reciprocal of conductivity K or kappa is equal to 1 by G into A by L, and that becomes K is equal to G into L by A. Very, very important formula. It will be used in numericals. So conductivity is equal to conductance multiplied by length and area, right? And resistivity was rho is equal to R into A by L. Unit was ohm, resistance is ohm, area is centimeter square, length is centimeter. So the unit become ohm centimeter. So resistivity, the unit of resistivity is ohm centimeter. The unit of conductivity is per ohm per centimeter, because it's a reciprocal of resistivity. If resistivity is ohm centimeter, then conductivity is per ohm per centimeter. I think it's clear now. Now let us take in detail about the conductivity, because this is the main term in chemistry. Conductivity. Now let us start. Conductivity is equal to G into L by A. If length of the electrode is 1 centimeter and area, if the length of the electrode is 1 centimeter and the area is 1 centimeter cube square, that is volume is 1 centimeter cube, then conductivity is equal to G. Write down. Conductivity is equal to G. So what is the definition of conductivity? Write down. Conductivity is the conductance of 1 centimeter cube solution. Write down. Specific conductance or conductivity is the conductance of 1 centimeter cube solution. Specific conductance or conductivity, it is equal to the conductance of 1 centimeter cube solution. Now write down subtopic, effect of dilution on K. K means kappa or specific conductivity. Write down subtopic, effect of dilution on K. K means specific conductance or conductivity. Now student, you know when the dilution takes place and volume increases. When the volume increases, the number of ions per centimeter cube decreases. So I am going to rub it, then I am going to explain the effect of dilution. So but remember, this is third, fourth time I am repeating. Conductivity is the conductance of 1 centimeter cube solution. 1 centimeter cube solution. Now let us start with the dilution. Let your volume was 1 centimeter cube. It was 1 centimeter cube solution volume. If you add water to it and the volume increases. Let you have added 100 ml water. Now the volume become 100 centimeter cube. You increase you do the dilution by addition of water. The volume was 1 centimeter cube. Now the volume is 100 centimeter cube. Now the number of ions which were present in 1 centimeter cube, same ions now present in 100 centimeter cube. The number of ions which were present in 1 centimeter cube, now they are in 100 centimeter cube. That means number of ions per centimeter cube decreases. If number of ions per centimeter cube decreases after dilution, that means conductivity decreases. So write down, conductivity decreases always with dilution. Conductivity decreases with dilution. Why? Write down, because on dilution volume increases. Because on dilution volume increases, so number of ions per centimeter cube decreases. Because on dilution volume increases, so number of ions per centimeter cube decreases. As conductivity is the conductance of 1 centimeter cube solution, so conductivity decreases. So I am taking one example here. Let this is your smaller sized room. Smaller sized classroom it is. Your classroom, there are suppose students are 30-35 students are there. This is your classroom. Let the classroom, the students of 30 number, students number is 30 in the class. Now if the same number of students now shifted to a big hall, now you shifted to a big hall, that is auditorium. Now the 30 students in a big auditorium now. Now if 30 students are in a big auditorium, what will happen? You know, whatever your volume of the class here, let this is your class volume is here. Now because now 30 students now in a big hall, so this means the students will get scattered in a big hall. So number of students per this area, that is same room area, same here, decreases. Now there will be 10 students only. Where are the 20 students? Where are the rest students? Because the volume is too much, they will get scattered. That means number of students per centimeter cube decreases now because they get a more volume now. Understand, I think? 30 students in one room, now 30 students in a big hall. When 30 students in a big hall, the number of students per centimeter cube decreases because the hall is big and the students get scattered now. So the number of students will decrease per centimeter cube. So that means conductance will decrease. So remember, now I think I have completed a new topic for you. The fourth one is resistance, conductance, and resistivity was very old topic. Conductivity is a new one. So what is conductivity? Conductivity is represented by kappa K. Remember, conductivity is equal to G always, and conductivity is equal to the conductance of 1 centimeter cube. Listen to and see me, 1 centimeter cube solution. If the volume increases, the number of ions per centimeter cube decreases, so conductivity decreases with dilution. Understand? So student, you know K, that is kappa. Kappa is equal to G into L by A. And remember, this L by A is a cell constant. This L by A is a cell constant. Write down. Length of the electrode and area is cell constant. Whenever cell constant given, that means L by A is given. I'm taking the fifth term. Fifth term is totally new for you. Fifth is new. Write down equivalent conductance. Equivalent conductance or molar conductance. So first I'm taking the topic, write down equivalent conductance. So equivalent conductance is represented by V type, inverse V. It's a large lambda, write down. It's a large lambda. Write equivalent, EQ, equivalent, EQ. So equivalent conductance is represented by large, it is a small lambda, and it is a large lambda. Remember, it is a large lambda. So equivalent conductance is represented by large lambda. Now let us take in detail what is it. Before taking the statement of what is this, I am taking one example. Now let me make a line. In this side you write 1m NaCl. In this side you write 1m sodium sulfate. Make two columns. Now I want to compare the conductance of two solutions. I want to compare the conductance of two solutions, right? I have two conditions. The one is solution concentration must be same. Yes, it is same, 1m, 1m. Solution concentration is same. The other is, write down other condition is, solution must carry equivalent amount of electricity. Let us check NaCl, arrow sodium ion and chloride ion. Sodium ion plus electron, arrow sodium. Round it off, 1 mole of electron carry 1 Faraday. Cl minus, arrow Cl plus 1 more electron. So that means 2 Faraday. Write down 2 Faraday. When 1 mole of NaCl electrolyzed, then it required 2 Faraday of electricity. 2 Faraday of electricity. Next is sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate, it is 2 sodium ion and sulfate ion, 2 minus. 2 sodium ion plus 2 electron, round it off 2 electron, arrow 2 sodium. Sulfate ion, arrow sulfate plus 2 electron, round it off 2 electron, and write here 4 Faraday. 2 plus 2, 4. Now student, you can check when 1m NaCl electrolyzed, it required 2 Faraday electricity. 1 mole of electron carry 1 Faraday, 1 mole 1 Faraday. This means 2 Faraday. Here 2 electron, 4 Faraday. This means if we want to compare the conductance of two solutions, there should be two conditions. The one is concentration must be same. Yes, it is same. The solution must carry equivalent amount of electricity, and this condition is not satisfied. Here this 1m NaCl carrying 2 Faraday, here 1m sodium sulfate carrying 4 Faraday. This means they are not carrying same amount of electricity. Then scientists thought what to do now. Solution must carry equivalent amount of electricity. Then they said, in spite of taking 1m each, we should take 1 gram equivalent of each. Now I'm taking 1 gram equivalent of each, not 1 m each. Now 1 gram equivalent means 1 normal. Remember, write down 1 normal NaCl now and 1 normal sodium sulfate now. If I take 1 n NaCl and 1 n Na2SO4 instead of 1 m, you know, normality is equal to molarity into X. Normality is equal to molarity into X. You know what is X? X is the charge on a metal. Here your normality is 1. Fill here 1. Molarity you want to calculate. X is 1 because your sodium metal carrying plus 1 charge. This side normality is equal to molarity into X. Normality is 1. It is, if given, what about molarity when the X is 2? Why X is 2? Because Na2, sodium, 1 sodium plus 1, 2 sodium 2. This means M is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2. That means if you take 1 n NaCl, 1 n NaCl is always equal to, write down 1 m NaCl. 1 n NaCl is always equal to 1 m NaCl. But 1 n sodium sulfate is equal to half m sodium sulfate. 1 n sodium sulfate, I calculated just now, is equal to half m sodium sulfate, right? Now you know 1 m NaCl was carrying 2 Faraday of electricity. The 1 n also carrying 2 Faraday electricity. You know 1 m sodium sulfate was carrying 4 Faraday, but half m will carry 2 Faraday. That is answer. Then this means if you will take 1 n each, if you take the solution 1 n each, that is 1 gram equivalent each, they will surely carry equivalent amount of electricity. Surely carry equivalent amount of electricity. So that's the reason there is a new term invented, equivalent conductance. Now you write down what is equivalent conductance. Equivalent conductance is the conductance of the solution. Equivalent conductance is the conductance of the solution which contain 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. Write down. Equivalent conductance is the conductance of the solution which contain 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. Write down. So this is the definition of equivalent conductance. Now what is equivalent conductance? Again write. Equivalent conductance is the conductance of a solution which contain 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. Understand, I think. Now 1 gram means 1 gram equivalent means 1 normal. So equivalent conductance is the conductance of 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. Now write down a very important topic, a relation between specific conductance and equivalent conductance. Write down relation between K, specific conductance or conductivity, and equivalent conductance relation. There are 3 paragraphs I will take. Write down along with me, slow and slow. Let there is a solution. Write down. Let there is a solution. Volume is 1 centimeter cube. Write down. The volume is 1 centimeter cube. Solution is there whose volume is 1 centimeter cube, and this solution carry 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. This solution carry 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte, comma, noted its conductance. noted its conductance. You know, it is a G. G is equal to K is equal to lambda EQ. Tell me why? I said this is my first, understand deeply. I have taken a solution whose volume is 1 centimeter cube and it has 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. I noted its conductance. Its conductance comes equal to G. Naturally, first I will note down the resistance, and reciprocal of resistance is conductance. For resistance, we can do the resistance in experiment, that is a Wheatstone bridge. R1 by R2 is equal to R3 by R4 in a physics lab. And after taking resistance of unknown, you can calculate the reciprocal of resistance conductance. Here the conductance will come equal to K. Why? Because the solution is 1 centimeter cube. If the solution is 1 centimeter cube, its conductance is always equal to specific conductance. I have said this line many times today. So what is specific conductance? It is a conductance of 1 centimeter cube solution, and your solution volume is 1 centimeter cube. And solution, I have dissolved, to make a solution, I have dissolved 1 gram equivalent of some NaCl or any other electrolyte. So it's also equal to this. Okay. Now second, write down second. Now let the solution is diluted. Write down let. Let the solution is diluted to 100 centimeter cube. I added water. The solution volume was 1 centimeter cube, but now it is 100 centimeter cube. But write down still. Underline still. The solution contain 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. Write down. Still the solution contain 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. Student, you know, now G will not comes equal to K, but G will still come equal to lambda EQ. Think over it, only then I will move to number 3. Why G will not come equal to K now? Because K is a specific conductance, and it is a conductance of only 1 centimeter cube solution, and now your solution volume is not 1 centimeter cube. What is it? It is 100 centimeter cube. 100. So G is not equal to K, but G is still equal to lambda EQ. Why? Still your conductance is equal to, because still your solution contain 1. You increases the volume, but you not increases the amount of the electrolyte. You have just added water, but you have not added the electrolyte, that is NaCl. Water you have added, you have increased the volume, but not increased the concentration. Okay? So after that, write down, I think it's clear now, write down number 3. Third, that means your lambda EQ is equal to K into 100. K into 100. Your 100, I suppose your volume is 100. That means your equivalent conductance is 100 times more than specific conductance. Okay? Write down 100. Now because 100 was just our supposition, so now I'm going to rub it and writing here V. Write down next step, lambda EQ is equal to K into V. It's 100 centimeter cube. Write down it's a V centimeter cube. So this is, what is V? V, write down what is a V? V is a volume of a solution. V is a volume of a solution which contain 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. Write down V is a volume of the solution which contain 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. V. Write down V here. And so this is equal to this. Okay. So V, now again write let. Again let. Let the solution concentration, write down, let the solution concentration is C gram equivalent per liter. Let your solution concentration is not 1 gram equivalent, it is some other. You write C gram equivalent per liter. But here you will fill only, it is a volume of the solution which contain 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. And if your solution concentration is not 1 gram equivalent, then what you will do? You will apply unitary method. Write down C gram equivalent of electrolyte is equal to 1 liter, or you may write 1000 centimeter cubic, one the same thing, 1000 ml. If C gram equivalent is present 1 liter, then what about 1 gram equivalent? Then 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte will be present in 1000 by C. 1000 by C, write down centimeter cube, because 1000 with centimeter cube. This means your 1 gram equivalent always be present in 1000 by C. You put here, my dear student, put here. Okay, now your answer become lambda EQ is equal to K into 1000 by C, and that is, you can write gram equivalent. So equivalent, round it off, there are a lot of numericals. Equivalent conductance is equal to K into 1000 divided by C gram equivalent. I'm making it more simple. Equivalent conductance is equal to K into 1000 by normality. You write normality. Equivalent conductance is equal to K into 1000 by normality. So what would K? K is per ohm per centimeter. 1000 is centimeter cube. Normality is gram equivalent. So what your unit become? Per ohm centimeter square per gram equivalent. Very important unit. So it is a unit of equivalent conductance. Per ohm centimeter square per gram equivalent. So this is a very important relation between specific conductance and equivalent conductance. So write all the formulas in a line now. What formula we will use tomorrow for the numericals? Right, on the first formula is R is equal to V by I. Resistance is equal to V by I. Write down the unit along with it. The unit of resistance is ohm, because your half marks will get deducted if you will not write down ohm, OHM, or you may simply write ohm. Second. Now second is your conductance. Conductance is equal to G. Write down G is equal to 1 by R. It is your per ohm. Third is rho, resistivity. Resistivity is equal to R into A by L. Unit is per ohm, ohm centimeter. Next is conductivity K. K is equal to G into L by A. Unit is per ohm per centimeter. Four formulas we have covered. Now fifth formula is equivalent conductance. Number 5. Equivalent conductance is equal to K into 1000 by normality. Equivalent conductance is equal to K into 1000 by normality. As of unit is per ohm, write down unit is per ohm centimeter square per gram equivalent. Sometime the question comes to calculate molar conductance. So this is your equivalent conductance. Sometime the question comes calculate molar conductance. If they said calculate molar conductance, that you write in molarity. Write down molar conductance, molar, MOLAR is equal to K into 1000 by molarity. Equivalent conductance related with normality, molar conductance related with molarity. So you can calculate the relation even between these two in numericals, I will tell you. So this is all about your general terms used in this. There is a one questions from this all. You can write the question, what is the effect of dilution on specific conductance and equivalent conductance? Write down the answer. Specific conductance always decreases with dilution, but equivalent conductance always increases with dilution, because equivalent conductance is equal to K into V. Because equivalent conductance is equal to K into V. So equivalent conductance always increases with dilution. With the dilution, volume increases, equivalent conductance increases. Volume increases, K decreases. Remember this. So with the dilution, K decreases but equivalent conductance increases. So this is all about today's lecture. Today we have discussed the general terms, right? Resistance, conductance, resistivity, conductivity, equivalent conductance and molar conductance. So we have derived a relation between conductivity and equivalent conductance. You can derive it at your home, and numericals of this all will take in the next lecture. Thank you.